Hey y'all, welcome back to another review of Life Justice for General Hospital, August 4th, 2025. First things first, let me know your thoughts on today's new episode down below. What did y'all think? Did y'all like it? Spoiler alert, and I got grabbed. But I'm assuming, based on the preview that they showed this morning, that Brendan is the one that had her grab. I said, dog, if he wasn't sticking so doggone close to Carly, he wouldn't know nothing. And I said she should have told beforehand. Maybe she'll tell Jason. She gonna have to tell somebody. I mean, either way it go, when Jason goes to find Britt, he's gonna put two and two together, obviously. Hey, Amy, how you doing today? But yeah, on today's new episode, like I said, let me know y'all thoughts on it down below. What we're gonna start with? Chase in Brooklyn. I told y'all. I said she's going to want to put it on hold because she's so focused on Gio. I mean, she kind of got a point because he might look at it as, okay, um, you just found out that I was your son. Now you trying to adopt as well. But didn't he know prior to all this that they was trying to adopt? But yeah, we're gonna start with Chase now. Chase ready to start the adoption process. He was just having a conversation with Brooklyn about it. She doesn't want to do it as of right now because of Gio. She want to focus on, fixing their relationship. Then she was saying how, he might view it as, oh, they trying to replace him or something like that. I was like, but you still have to consider, I get it, but at the same time, you still have to consider your husband. And I was like, I knew this was gonna cause problems. They just got married. Well, they've been married for what, a year, 2 years now? Either way it go. They always want to sit up here and stir up trouble. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, I knew it, and Chase obviously feels some type of way about it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think a spoiler said something about Chase has a conversation with Gio. I know he's supposed to get into it with Michael on this week's episode as well. Um, but yeah, I'm just go down the line, y'all. Emma wants to be the one to break into Dalton Lab, but Gio was like she already has a record, so he wants to do it. Um, Hold on. Excuse me. Yeah, Gio was saying how he wants to be the one to break in because she has a record. They were just having a conversation about that. He actually revealed on today's episode that he misses his family, even Brooklyn. And I said, I don't think it'd be much longer now. I don't know what's gonna happen to lead him to finally forgive and let them in, but something definitely is. We just gotta wait to see. I got a question. When Lisa walked up on Anna, did she call her a scarecrow? Is that what she called her? Did she say good evening, scarecrow? Why she call her a scarecrow? But yeah, the guy still don't know his name. He ends up telling Britt that he can't get her the keys, and he told her why. She ends up getting a call from her boss. They haven't revealed who the boss is. I don't know if it's somebody we know or not, but we'll see. Brooklyn wants to put adopting on hold because she wants to focus on Gio. Yeah, how do y'all feel about that? Because I feel like he already just found out. I keep saying just. He just found out that he can't give her, biological children or whatever. Now you telling him he can't give you no child that's adopted either. So I don't know. Hopefully he don't go doing nothing. Y'all know what they do. I said, please don't let him go have an affair or sleep with nobody. They always stirring up trouble. I was like, hopefully he don't do nothing like that, but I wouldn't put it past him. This is a soap opera. But what else? Let me see. Um, Josh wanted to find Carly to tell her about Australia, and Brennan receives a call for Carly. I said, this man, he keeps sticking all close to Carly and Josh because he know Josh gonna eventually want to tell. She want to tell right now. The look she gave him, I see you. The clock is ticking, buddy. I said, the clock is ticking, buddy. It's only a matter of time. The walls are closing in. I said, he heard Carly because Carly don't sit up here. And she answered the phone. Anna was like, she got to say something or tell her something about Josh. And she going to tell Brendan. Next thing you know, they show Brendan walking up to my son. He had to handle some business. Yeah, you call Vaughn or somebody to grab Anna because they supposed to show Anna up in his office telling him that Josh has no idea what she's getting into or whatever. And I was like, yeah, he over here attached to their hip and stuff, trying to make sure. I said, where he even come from? He told her to go tell her mama he found where she was at or whatever. Next thing you know, she trying to talk to Carla and stuff. Here he go, on her back and stuff. I said, he trying to make sure she don't say nothing. I said, don't get scared now. You did it. You did it. Don't get scared now. But yeah, let me see what else. I already said Josh wants to find Carla to tell her about Australia. Ava wants to do Alexis a huge favor. Not Alexis. Ava gonna get caught slipping. She mad because he wanted Elizabeth. Now she over here gonna told Alexis on today's new episode she want one more payment. Then she said 1.5 million. I don't know. Either way it goes, she talking about one more payment, and I'll give you the key or whatever to where the car is stashed. I said you can't trust her. They don't say that. What you gonna deal with the other 10 million? I think they split it. Did they split it? Either way it go, them a lot of millions or whatever. You over here trying to get more. Talking about that'll be the final payment. Then I'll give you the key. I said what? If she talking about so after you make the deposit, I said you can't trust her. I said you cannot trust her, and she started trying to tell Ava, Rick, he be coming up with ideas and stuff like that. What's to stop him from doing so? She was like, don't underestimate her and all this other stuff. I said, y'all should have never did this. Christina should have never did this. Then Christina gonna make things worse because she keep lying. She keep doing what she do, lying. Cody asked her why, or do she know why Molly's mad at him? She's my son. What did she say? Either way it goes, it was a lie. I said, the lies piling up, girl. The lies is piling up. Excuse me. Then she found out that Alexis was meeting up with Ava, and she told Cody to go over there. He done walked in, Ava looking all suspicious and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I wonder how all of this is going to come out. It's about time for that storyline to come out as well. Hold on, let me see. Let me see where I stopped at. Ava wanted to do Alexis a huge favor. Rick ends up meeting up with Molly. And he was talking about him and Ava. They kind of going through a rough patch and stuff like that. Elizabeth ends up coming over there or whatever. And I was like, here you go. Here you go. Molly had said, it was funny to me because Molly was like, you want to stay, Elizabeth? And she was like, no, she about to head home. He hurry up and got her a chair. I was like, Ava, you missing it. I said, well, to be honest, to be fair, she don't seem enough where she should break up with him. Because ain't they still in the relationship? If I'm not mistaken, aren't they still in the relationship? She said, you want to stay or whatever? She's like, no, I got to go home. He hurry up. We got that chair for Elizabeth. I said, I told y'all. He said, I'm not going to let my girlfriend stop me from meeting my wife or getting my wife. Hold on. But what else? Let me see what else. Cody was at the hospital trying to get the mole checked out. I think they said it was just a freckle or something like that. Elizabeth was there, and she walked in. Christina right there in the doggone. First, she right there in the doggone room with Cody. I was waiting for Elizabeth to tell Rick or mention it some type of way, but I think she is. I don't think they let that happen for no reason. I was like, Then after Elizabeth left, she told my son, what if Elizabeth said something about seeing us together? I was like, she is, because she a chatterbox. She don't sit up here and snitched on Willow and told that she didn't follow she didn't follow his advice or whatever. I said, Elizabeth a snitch, ain't she? I said, she just been talking. First she told about Curtis. Now she done told about Willow. But yeah, I was like, she definitely gonna end up telling it. So, I don't know if he gonna end up getting mentioned or what, but yeah, hold on. Then they just walking down the hall and stuff talking about they plan. I said, why would you it never fails. They always sit up here and talk about they plan in public. Why would you talk about your plan? You trying to take somebody down and stuff. But either way go, all of them will be in trouble. Let's see what else. Brooklyn reveals to Chase that she's not ready to adopt. And I was like, oh, I feel bad for Chase. He just found out he can't have kids. Now you telling him you still can't have kids and stuff like that. Lisa talks to Anna about Rick. And they was also talking about Robin and their regrets and what would happen if they could talk to their younger self. And that's what led Anna to say she wanted to tell Carly about Josh. Too little, too late. Way too little, too late. Brenda said, you gotta be quicker than that. He don't have her grab. I know it's him. Because she's supposed to be in his office. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I think it is him. What else? Excuse me. Lisa was saying how she wasted too much time on Faison, and she said that Anna wasted too much time being a WSB agent, and like I said, that's what led her to say she wanted to tell Carly about Josh. Josh ends up talking to Carly about leaving to go to Australia to help one of her family members and stuff, and she was like, why can't, your dad or somebody else help? And she was like, it's about fun, you was right, and all this other stuff. Then Brandon just popped up out of nowhere. And I said, he attached to her hip because he made sure she don't say nothing to her mama about what's going on, because Josh starting to see him for who he is. I still don't understand why people can't see he up to something. I mean, we don't know exactly what he up to, but it's clear. Christina wants Cody to work faster, offers him an extra $10,000. That's when they was talking in the I think they was talking in the room first, then they start walking down the hall. Ava reveals to Alexis she wants one final payment. Rick doesn't get a say or whatever. She was like, once he got involved, things got complicated and all this other stuff. I said it got complicated when you asked in the first place and you over here won't stop. Y'all don't care. What is she? I can't remember the amount she asked for from the jump, y'all. But either way it goes, $10 million was already out of there. She even told her that Laura was asking questions. And she didn't care. And I said, oh, y'all gonna be in jail. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that none of them was in jail with it. Did Rick ever go to jail? He should have. He done did a lot of crimes too, ain't he? But yeah, let me see what else. Elizabeth thanks Rick for helping Willow. That's what she was talking about, how she didn't follow his advice or whatever. She went to see Michael, but it didn't go well. So he started trying to put the moves on her, talking about some, Willow need to be more like you or whatever. Yeah, I mean it. Stop flirting with this lady. You gonna get her eventually, though. Just keep at it. You gonna get her eventually. Right now, she ain't ready. Right now, she is not ready. What else? Let me see. I already said Elizabeth. I said Elizabeth just tell everything. Told it Willow ignored Rick advice. Chase offers to talk to Gio. Gio wants them to keep it between them that, he's trying to break into the lab. He reveals that he misses his family, including Brooklyn. Britt ends up seeing a photo of Lisa and Rocco together. Look like she still got that photo of her and Ben, aka Rocco. Excuse me. I already said Britt ends up getting a call from her boss. Who do y'all think her boss is? I'm assuming it. Do y'all think it's Sewell or somebody else? Because he said it was somebody else that was in charge. I don't know. But yeah, I already said Lisa and Anna talk about, her being a WSB agent. Cody asked Christina why Molly mad at him and she lied. What she do best. Ava has the key to storage where Rick car stash. Once the money is wired, she'll give it to her. I said, this is Ava we talking about. Why would you trust her? Why would you trust her? But yeah, Alexis ends up agreeing. They shake hands. That's when Cody walk in. Josh tells Emma that, she resigned. She finna go to Australia. But if the position is given, don't take it or whatever. And she's trying to warn her. She started lying too. I said, once they start lying, they can't stop, is it? She was like, he put the moves on me. What dang what she said? What she say? Basically, he came on to her several times or whatever. Basically, he was a creep. And she was like, she didn't know that he was into that type of stuff. He was like that or whatever. And she was like, yeah. I said, she just be, look, she Carly Jr. for real. They be lying like it ain't nothing. But yeah, Carly ends up talking to Brandon about Anna, talking about, Vaughn and stuff like that. Talking too much. Don't even know what's going on. Talking too much. And that's when Anna called Carly. I said, don't do it, Anna. He right there listening. She tell her that she has to tell her something about Josh. Soon as she got off the phone, she told Brandon. Soon as she got off the phone, she told Brandon. He went and made a call, and next thing you know, Anna being great. I said, Anna, use your technique. But his head. But his head. What is called? But his head. I don't know. Head but him. Yeah, that's it. Head but him. Son, Anna, don't you know the little flippy thing? But somebody put a bag over her head. I said the little flippy thing. Somebody put a bag over her head, and her little feet just tingling. Not tingling. Lord. Dangling. Her feet just dangling and stuff like that. But like I said, the promo, I think it was released this morning. She was in Brandon's office saying that Josh has no idea, what she's getting into. What else? Anna was also talking to Jason saying to go find Britt, if I'm not mistaken. What else did they show? I can't remember what else they showed. Nah, I can't remember what else, y'all. Hold on. But yeah, let me see. Molly asked Elizabeth to stay. Rick hurried up to give her a chair. Anna got girl was the last thing, y'all. Yeah, Anna got girl was the last thing. But that's it. That's all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have a great rest of the day and be safe.